I have had quite the week. I have never been into Battle Royale games like Fortnite or Apex Legends. They're just not really my thing. I'm a fan of MMOs like Final Fantasy XIV and World of Warcraft, and I guess I like to dabble in competitive games like Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch. I'm not really all that good at them, but that doesn't really stop me from trying. Now, I'd covered Hunter's Arena Legends, I think back in like September, I'm pretty sure somewhere around the beginning of September, where I spoke about the game before anyone had the opportunity to get in and try the game out. So when I was approached to take a sponsored pre-alpha look at the game, you can bet that I jumped at the opportunity to get in and see what this revolutionary new MMO Battle Royale hybrid was like in action. If you're interested in playing the game, you can click my link in the description to be taken right to the Steam page for the game. Now, nobody else had gotten into this game yet. My wife, Mrs. STIX, and I were two of but a small handful of content creators allowed access to the game. So you can imagine how excited we were. And we got to fully record our experience in the game for all of you. Now, I guess, do allow me to preface this by stating that both my wife and I recorded our own footage separately, as partying wasn't really available during the time we'd actually recorded. And the game, or at least the trio mode, the 3-man team mode that was available during the pre-alpha, is heavily focused around teamwork. So, if a member of your team isn't carrying their weight, then you're probably gonna have a very rough time of things. The game takes place in a ridiculously large world. There are a total of 60 players. If you tackle it in solo mode, then you'll be up against 59 other players. If you tackle it in trio mode, like we both did, you'll be up against 20 other teams of 3 players each. The goal, naturally, is to eliminate all the other enemies while attempting to survive until the bitter end. Borrowing from the MMORPG side of things, Hunter's Arena allows you to level up your character, allowing you to learn new abilities as you level, gain access to new gear that you can equip, obtain mounts, glide through the air, and well, one of the coolest aspects of the game is actually the PvPvE mode it takes. Well, yes, you are fighting with up to 59 other players for supremacy, you're also going to want to level up by fighting monsters out in the world itself. Otherwise, other players are going to absolutely destroy you. There are tens of thousands of monsters to make your way through, tons of elite boss monsters that you can encounter and do battle with, and even little dungeons you can locate scattered around the world that reward teams or even individual players if you're good enough with loot in the form of gear and items and juicy level ups. So while you're out there leveling your character up to learn new skills and get ahead either alone or with your team, you have to be vigilant, as if an enemy spots you, or worse yet, an enemy group spots you, if you're not prepared, you're done for. Now, from my experience, which lasted a couple games, I never really survived longer than 10 minutes. The first match I got partied with some dude named Sony and the Panda. The Panda was AFK, and thus Sony and I had to level and fight 3-man teams on our own, which admittedly I did alright with. I managed to take down, I think, 2 out of 3 enemies in my first group battle in an attempt to avenge my fallen comrade. Unfortunately, I did end up dying, which ended the match for us, but that was alright. I was sure I'd do better in the future. Honestly, I never really did much better, but Mrs. STIX did. She managed to end up with, I think, like 3rd place in her 2nd battle. And then by her 6th battle, I believe, her team and her had secured their very first place victory each. I was pretty damn proud of that, considering she's never played a Battle Royale, just like I hadn't really. I played for a couple hours, but I think she played for a solid 8 hours total, maybe more, which was almost the entire pre-alpha period of the game. She has a lot more experience in this game than I do already, and she's having an absolute blast with it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie here, okay? She kicks so much ass with her teams while I struggle to comprehend why my team is running opposite directions from one another. I ended up trying several of the characters out because I was curious how they played, but unfortunately, some of them were locked. Which, you know, I get that, that's perfectly fine. I understand why. The game is in pre-alpha, and there is plenty of the game that is still under development. Which actually leads me to my final thoughts. The game looks beautiful, it truly does. There are some improvements that need to be made. I would be lying if I said the game is perfect how it is now, and I doubt any of you would really take my word seriously if I did. The combat plays pretty damn good as well. I was honestly taken a little aback by the fact that there was so many different characters with their own distinct fighting styles. The theme of the PvPvE MMORPG BR is, I don't know, it's definitely definitely interesting. I never thought that this would be something that either Mrs. STIX or I would ever really find enjoyment in, but then again, we'd never played one before. I enjoyed myself, and my wife enjoyed herself even more than I did. She wanted to keep playing, but the pre-alpha was ending for now, so, you know, we had to call it a day. I look forward to seeing where the game goes, and I hope that I get to be an active part of not only testing the game out, but also providing information on the game for all of you interested going into the future. But that's just my opinion, my first impression of the game. What do you guys think? Are you looking forward to it? Does it look exciting? Will you try it out, or do you even want to? Let me know in the comments below, and let's talk about it. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!